What is up, everybody? It is Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool live stream slash video. And today we are back in Central Ridge, our story park. And today we're going to be working on the 2008 projects for Central Ridge, or year 8, whichever you'd prefer. So this is going to be the 2007 season. I usually go by 2000 simply because of the year and stuff like that. My game is slightly lag. I tried to bump up the graphics to medium, but I want to get the smoothest gameplay I can, so I think I'm going to go back down to low. That way we can get some stuff done without any issues. So I'm going to go ahead and press play. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Little bit better. And here we are in the park. So in 2007 we added the Central Theater. So that is something that is awesome. So we got that, and we need to start planning for 2008, which the last couple of episodes I have actually been doing a lot of different stuff. So I actually need to not worry about that actually. So there we go, press play. And I'm gonna plan on where this next attraction is going to be going. So yeah, so it's March 19th, you know, nothing's really happening yet in the park, and we're gonna start planning on where this next attraction is going. So I already know what I'm going to do. As we can see, our rides, we don't have too many rides now. We started to go a little overboard with some shops and facilities the last 2 years. So that might give you a little hint of what might be coming in 2008. So anyways, we only got 4 rides in the park. So yeah, so there's going to be something that needs to be going on here. So let's get into this as soon as we can. Now I'm going to pause the game, and I'm actually going to go here first, and I'm going to change this here. Let's see. What song do I want? I wanted to go ahead and change these songs, because I guess those ones that I did use were actually copyrighted last time, so I actually got a little bit flagged for that. I was able to remove it, so the last video was okay. So no issues there now, but I don't want to have to deal with that just in case. So we're gonna change this to what is the name of this song? Welcome to Planet Coaster is gonna be the songs that we're gonna be playing through these now, because it's a good song too. It's a nice little Journey to Planet Coaster. I don't know if I've heard that one, or I might try and download some other stuff that won't get flagged. So we want to make sure that does not happen anymore. Alright, so that's good there, and I believe these need to be changed too. Yep. So we're just going to change it to Welcome to Planet Coaster, and if I can find those, there they are. And here's the last one. There we go. Should be all of them. Alright, nice little music to play. And I think the best area to expand is honestly further this way. And this expansion is going to be a pretty large one, if I do say so myself. So we're going to start seeing some exciting things going on here for the park. I hope all the guests are going to be excited, because we add something new to our parks every single year. And this is going to be a bigger expansion, so they're going to start some land clearing fairly quick here. So that's going to be something to know. Wow, clicked the wrong button. We're going to go to blueprints here, and we are going to select the... Where is it? One of my creations, actually, a bulldozer, which I always add. And we're going to change the terrain to make sure it looks like there is some, definitely some groundwork being worked on over here. So, guess already getting excited that there's some very early construction going on over in Central Ridge, and that's always an exciting thing because it could mean a large expansion to the park, which is always an exciting thing to see. Alright, so we're going to put some wood piles over here, and also we want to put some log piles because they've been clearing some trees. And that's really cool. And that's not the only thing. They're actually starting to do some land clearing over here too. Imagine that. Very, very exciting because now there's multiple bulldozers on site. So guests are starting to get excited for this, that we could be seeing something big. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing to the terrain over here. And we're gonna see some interesting expansions going on over here. Again, I won't announce it until the announcement date comes, which is usually August 22nd of the in-game years. And I always think that's always fun to let you guys kind of speculate of what might be coming to the area, you know, while I do a little bit of construction work and stuff like that. At least I make it look like construction work, and I like to see you guys becoming kind of like, you know, the guests themselves, kind of speculating like, oh, what's it going to be before, you know, something even comes out. It's always a lot of fun, and just kind of almost like a role play kind of, and it's always fun. So, as you can see, for early in March, they've already started a little bit on some land clearing here in 2 different areas of the park, and I think guests are kind of excited. You know, they're going to be like, wow, there's 2 things happening over here. What the heck is going on, you know? So guests can obviously see some land clearing over here, which is always going to be an exciting thing. And now they're actually building a fence over here to make it hard to see what's going on, which is going to frustrate some guests, obviously, because they're going to be wanting to know what's behind the fence. There we go. Just add a little bit of suspense. So now we have a fence over here, and they've also decided to go ahead and add a fence over here as well, by the theater. Usually when you see that means something might be coming soon. Oh gosh. So they actually construct this fence to try and block guests' view of the construction going on behind. A lot of fun stuff. As this is the 7th year of operation for this park, it's actually growing pretty fast, I think, for, you know, a park of its size and stuff like that. Because right now, the storyline is actually that we actually have, or this park is currently family owned, and they're committed to bringing something new to the park each and every year to try and keep the park fresh and exciting. So they've added a theater now, which was something the park I feel did need, and just little things like that, you know, which is always fun as well. All right, so we're in early April, and here we are now. Some more land clearing is going, and a lot of exciting things are happening in Central Ridge. A lot of people could be speculating different things for the park, you know, especially, you know, land clearing in 2 different areas of the park is something that's big. Like I said in the last episode, this season is kind of going to be a little bit more of a bigger expansion because the last 2 years we kind of have been kind of off years. You know, we added some shops, and last season we added a theater, and that's always quite interesting and fun. You know, because they're off seasons. You know, because it does happen in parks and stuff like that. So that's something to keep note that you know, it's been a while since we've had a big season. So we'll keep that in mind, that it has been a while, but that usually means there could be something big coming within another year or two. You never know. You just never know. All right, so this is going to be all kind of cleared out over here. No buildings have been sited to be built, or nothing out of the ordinary has been yet to be built. You know, they have another couple trees going out. Just a couple things over here, Central Ridge, and of course, you know, they have their own fan site, you know, where people start speculating like, oh, what are they gonna add this season and stuff like that. So, and that's you guys. That is actually you guys. So, I'll let you guys plan that out of what it's all gonna be. Oh boy, another tree goes down. So all that's happening right now is the park is starting to still clear more land as we head into April. All right, terrain. All right, so we're seeing a lot of expansion out by the new theater this season. So a lot of already stuff going on over there. Isn't that awesome? What have I done so far? Literally just clear some trees. That's about it. That is all I've done so far. So you guys, the viewers, you are the public. If you're a coaster enthusiast, awesome. If you're the general public, that's still awesome. You can still speculate of what's going to come. So if you're looking here, you're kind of looking like, oh, there's a bulldozer. I see there's stuff, you know, getting cleared and stuff, but. And then eventually I like to add like little teaser signs on the wall, you know, that kind of like point towards what's coming. You know, I always love little teaser stuff that parks post, and it's always a lot of fun. All right, more lane clearing has gone on the east side of the park as opposed to the west side. And a lot of people are speculating this could just be one giant area, and they're actually just clearing behind the theater, and they're going to connect those together. That's some speculation. But it has been confirmed that this is going to be a pretty large investment for the park. Larger than the last 2 years. For sure. So that's what's going to be kind of exciting about this episode, is we're getting something a little bit more awesome this season. Because there's quite a bit of space being starting to clear out over here as we head into mid-April. All right. So at this point, mid-April, it's confirmed that they have started clearing all behind the theater, all the way back here. So these two areas have connected to each other. All right, I'm going to put another bulldozer back here just for giggles. Of course, I could, you know, make sure that bottom piece isn't, you know, look, poking through. A lot of people say this might be the largest expansion in park history. As you can see, looks like it might even double the park size pretty closely. A lot of guests speculating. All right, more trees starting to get cleared out as the days pass. And since that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and place some more trees back in the back here. Just to get that feel that we're still surrounded by trees. I just don't want to fill up this entire area, otherwise that would take a long time. No denying it. It would take a while. So, and we're pretending all these trees existed. Down the line in the future, they're probably going to get demolished anyways. But I just like to have that feel of, you know, oh, they're clearing out trees. I think it gives a nice little realistic, fun experience for everyone. Alright, a couple more. Just for fun. And there we go. More terrain, clearing areas over here. And look at that area being cleared. We're only in April, so a lot of guests are getting a little excited that they've already cleared this much land for this. And a lot of guests are saying, oh, well, the last time they added a coaster was in 2005 with the Bandit wooden roller coaster and stuff like that. You know, because you never know. You know, it would have been in 2008 opening would be a 3-year gap between the last coaster, but is that something that's going to happen? Is that something that's going to happen? You don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. It has been confirmed that CEO, founder, and whatever you want to call him, leader of JLW Entertainment, owner of Central Ridge, has confirmed that this is going to be a large expansion for the park, but he did not give out specifics. He is not giving out specifics, obviously. He said you'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so I think it's appropriate that we could put some teaser signs up. That's always fun. Oh, what am I gonna have this say to try and tease what's coming? I don't want to like give anything obvious away for you guys to easily guess. Let's see. Ooh. I'm gonna think about that while that's on there. All right. So after some land clearing, it has been confirmed that... Okay. Alright, I should be back online? Question mark? Alright, looks like it's coming back up. Alright, it looks like we had a little bit of a oopsies there. Looks like the stream went offline for a few seconds. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. I just had a message come up saying OBS disconnected. And then it's like, I tried to reconnect, and then it reconnected. So I don't know what happened. When an internet spot, I don't know. I apologize. I don't know what happened there. But we're back. We're back. It's all good. Oh gosh. Except the game's starting to lag. Ah! Alright, we're all good. Whoa. What? Wait. Let's not do that. Alright, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna try and make it to where you guys, it's gonna be hard to guess what this is gonna be. Or what all this stuff's gonna be. That's gonna be my goal. Alright, so. I hope I'm vertical here. Oh no. Here we go. Something a little bit interesting going on over here. But what is it? What is it? I don't know how tall this is. It's okay. It will always be okay. Alright. Scenery. And I want to go in here. And go with something small. When did align to service turn back on? I thought I turned that off. I don't know. Crazy things happen, man. Alright, there's some wooden beams being placed on here, so a lot of people are trying to figure out, what is that? Let's see. Let's not have that one selected, and that selected. And Control X will work to our advantage perfectly. There we go. I hope this turns out the way I'm hoping. At least I hope. Alright, we're gonna... Of course you would do that. It's okay, I can manage. There we go. Oops. Might have to use the short piece for this one, which I think we're going to. We'll make things just a little bit simpler. There we go. Whoops. I wanted to move you right there. And you fit pretty well. And we'll put you on the second level as well. Haha. Is this a queue line? I don't know. It may or may not be. That's the mystery behind it. Oh my. What? Why is that? No! Why was another piece selected? That is not what I wanted. There would go right there. And I don't need those extra pieces. There we go. Ha-ha! Alright, so we're going to move this more down here. Just like that. What is it, May? Alright, we're in May. Why did you flip? Or did it? No, it didn't flip. It looked like it flipped at first. That was interesting. Very interesting. Alright, that's a little bit... Alright, I'm actually going to move you. There we go. That's more betters. We'll use that. We'll say it's more betters. I hate it when the thing glitches out and it's just kind of like diagonal. Kind of weird. Here, we'll rotate this while we're at it. That way it's diagonal as well. Looks fantastic. Alright. Why? Why can't you just be normal and go left and right? Why does it have to be slant? There we go. That time it worked for some reason. That works for me. It worked for that guy too. Uh-huh. Alright, a lot of stuff going on here. There, that will work like that. And we'll rotate this piece here. Just like that. I'm a very slow builder, I know, so just gonna have to deal with me. There we go, that's looking cool. Alright, let's move on to something else. While that develops, a lot of people are like, is that a queue line? Is that what that is? Is that a queue line? I don't know. It could be, it could not be. It could be a line for us toilets, you know? Alright. As those develop over there, this will go over here and be quite nice. If you'll kindly follow me. Haha. That's looking good. It actually looks pretty good, I think. Alright. So that's like that. And we have to figure out what is going on over here. Alright, this is exciting. Everyone always gets excited, you know, what's coming in the next year and stuff like that. Hopefully, I try to go at a pace where I don't have to pause the game. Sometimes I do end up having to make sure I get done with the stuff on time, because sometimes I can be a pretty slow builder at times, so. It does happen. Joe is slow at construction. Alright, that actually looks pretty even. Get that corner just right. That way we can have kind of like a different angle here. I view this from a different angle. Alright, that will work perfectly. Alright, this will extend back here a little bit. Excellent. So there's stuff going on. Oh my. Guests are probably starting to speculate, like, wow, they're obviously making where the pathway is gonna go. That's kind of obvious. But a lot of people are speculating what this is. And that is a good question. That someday will be answered. I left a little gap here for a reason, you know. For future reasons. Okay. Alright, so let's go here. And let's see if I can't possibly continue this. This. No. We're not going to be able to do that. What if I actually add it onto this building? There's something. I'm trying to figure this out. That will work. Dig it in, dun. So a lot of concrete going back here, as guests have noticed. And it's even connected to the normal, or what's over here? Alright, the bulldozers. And this bulldozer is off-site. Alright, I'm gonna go back to editing this. So we gotta get our layout, forming my layout of what this next section's gonna look like. Still haven't messed with the teaser signs because I still don't know what to put on them. I got an idea, but it's not going to really reveal anything, but it'll still kind of hints. Take a ride. Take a ride. Here's another part to this. A line to surface here. Oh gosh, it's gonna get in the way. There we go. That's better. In 2008. Maintenance guys. Not many people are in the theater. I did want to do a little bit more to this theater before I was done with it last. So I'll probably do a little bit more to it eventually. But we'll see. Alright, so they officially started teasing on the signs in around June. Oh, I'm going into the pathways. Uh-oh. What am I up to? I'm gonna go ahead and put the railings up, just so I can see where I'm at a little bit better. I will delete those, though. They will not stay. I can promise you that. Alright, hopefully this isn't too messy. I'm hoping this turns out the way I hope. Gotta love the music for Planet Coaster. Oh, why did you copy that? No. Must have still been selected from earlier. But it's not what I wanted it to do at all. Alright, we're gonna continue on this area over here a little bit. Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. A lot of people are going insane about this queue line. What is this queue line to? I mean, I'm not gonna hide it. It's a queue line. I mean, it's literally a queue line right there. But what is it for? I bet no one can guess what this queue line's going to be for. And if you do, I'm not gonna say if it's right or not. Obviously. What am I doing? I want to turn this around. I've never made like a custom queue line before. Really at all. It'll look a lot more unique and stuff, I think. It'll be nice to have a different kind of queue line for once. I feel like this should go out just a little bit more. Alright, don't need you. Kind of like that. And then I can add one this way. Oh gosh. It's gonna have some wider sections. Just some first fun stuff like that. This is gonna be kind of neat. All the railings and stuff, I'm just using as a guide, so those will not be there in the end. Just so that is clear. Alright. I think that's going to conclude that queue line. It's not going to be a very big queue for right now. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to add some... I think it's time to add a little bit of actual paths. Oh gosh. Gonna select the grid now. Makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, that would be cool. I can even put it all the way up to the end there. That's a good start for us. I'm gonna get rid of those railings, of course, though. We definitely don't want those. because we're using some sidewalks. I will, however, keep the ones on the ends just so I kind of know where that is. That'll be quite important in the future. Alright, this log pile can finally get taken out of the site. Alright, we're in June, so we've officially announced that our announcement will be on August 22nd. Once again, it's always on August 22nd. So, mark it on your calendars. An August 22nd announcement date. Oh, we still got a lot to do. Still got a lot to do, and it's already June. So that's kind of making me a little nervous. Kind of making me a little nervous. Oh, what am I doing here? Guess on the, oh gosh, guess on the, in the park can actually see a bit of that. Media's going, everyone's going crazy. All the enthusiasts are going crazy. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, just to clarify, it's still not final of what I'm making yet. You still have no idea, just so you know. You don't know what we're building. Alright, need you there. And... oh, I guess I should give some of that next. There we go. All right, some more. Couple of clearing in there. A bit. Just a bit. Yeah, as for like, you made a good point, like, as for RMCs, I'm gonna stick to, like, actual live events as well, you know, like, the first RMC ground up coaster didn't come until, you know, 2013, which was Outlaw Run. You know, they did RMC conversions before then, but only conversions, they didn't actually make a ground up coaster. So, you won't probably see any RMCs until after 2013 or something like that. Or, you know, little bandit over here, you know, is not as popular. Well, this ride is a little bit popular, but it's not the most exciting ride. And I eventually want to make it a little bit more of an exciting ride. Obviously. Oh, the ride's broken down. Alright, so, construction continues. Dun, 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 dun. Da 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 dun. Da dun 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 dun. Quick, don't look. think the station is way too long. Alright. Uh-oh. Let's see, friction wheel lift. And of course, a lot of people, this is going to cause some murmurs around after they see, you know, some coaster supports and footers. Obviously going to get some people talking. I am going to build on this. Alright, we're in July, so we got just a little bit over a month before before the announcement. So, just so you know, I know the anticipation's killing you of what this is obviously going to be, but alright, let's see. This for now. Let's get a 2H. Will be perfect. Oh my. Oh, I love this song. Alright, so see the top of a, what looks to be like a flat ride. And a roller coaster station with a lift hill. Not gonna get coaster enthusiasts too excited since they've completed the lift hill on this ride, but being a whopping, what is it, 64 feet? Which is actually pretty tall for this kind of coaster, in my opinion. Alright, let's keep the catwalk on here just for this. Dum bum 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 bum. Let's see. Looking quite nice. Alright, so we're gonna get started over here on this little number. No, I don't want you to connect. Get you a little bit of a queue line here, obviously. Alright, cool. And obviously rides. My gosh. Oh yeah, I forgot about the crane. Sorry. It's such a low coaster. I mean, do they really need one? Do they really need one? There. Gears of Fear has been fixed. Awesome. Oh, where are we? Where is life at? I don't know. Alright. So if I have you here and raise you up just a smidge. There you go. Nope. You're stay right there. There you go. The whole purpose is just to get you over here. There we go. Well, let's just expand this just a little bit more. Oh my. So you fit nice and cozy on your plot of land here. Alright, that'll be good. And I guess we should make sure there's an entrance and exit for this guy. Exit. And that'll be good. And of course, pathways are always an issue for some reason. All right, we still got a lot of work. Bum bum bum. Alright, no more catwalk, angle snap off. Alright, now I want that kind of alongside the pathway, it'll be kind of cool. Alright, angle snap, do your thing. There we go, and back to 0. I can't just move this whole thing. That's gonna be great. Alright, I'm gonna go back to scenery here and we're gonna patch this back up behind here. That way, that is nice and still, obviously, nothing but trees. Bum 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 bum. It could be possible I might have to pause the time a few times for time purposes because obviously this is going to be a huge expansion and it's hard for just me to build it all by myself. Since those maintenance guys still refuse to help me, I kind of just didn't want them around. Okay. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Alright, so this... Oops. Multi-selection. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna strategically get this... There we go. Because it's not like on a block, so it can't be moved by, just moved normally. There we go. Bum, bum. Alright, this area of the park's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna be doing pretty good on. We're not doing great on time, so I paused it just a little bit. That way we can kind of get a little bit ahead. But yeah. So we're gonna get around here. Bulldozer's no longer needed, so they're gonna get rid of that for sure. And we're gonna go paths. And we're gonna go Q. Alright, gonna have to add a little bit over there. Oh my. Alright, so we don't need long queues for this. At least I don't think we do. Alright, so we have with all that being done, there might be just something else a little extra over here that's might be cool. Alright, so we're gonna edit this. Oh my. Every time I press a button it like lags for a little bit. Alright, so this is all gonna go over here. Because we just might have something awesome over this direction. And alright, we are currently paused. Just for, time purposes. Since I obviously can't get this probably finished completely on time. With the time remaining anyways. You darn little trees. Getting in my way. Alright. How about that? Alright, we have paused the game. Probably going to continue it here in just a little bit. Because at this point, I'm getting to the point where it's getting a little bit obvious of what's coming next season. So we want to make sure we get to the announcement before everyone pretty much knows what's coming. Alright, we're going to continue the construction over here just a little bit while we play. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Actually, I had a specific idea for the next thing on this ride. But I need a little bit of space. Darn trees, get out of my way. Whoops. We're gonna bank you a little bit. Alright, angle snap. Alright, we're gonna go back and get all this smoothed, so everything will be nice and smooth, because we don't want anything that's an unsmooth. Oh gosh. I definitely do still love trees, don't worry. Joe has always loved trees. And I don't think that's ever gonna change. There we go. Yes. This is gonna be a strong ride, I think. Newsflash. All of this is just an illusion, and it's just to mess with people, and this isn't what actually coming. They're actually just gonna build a bathroom. Alright, this is gonna be kind of interesting. Alright, now I'm gonna go down and just smooth all the track out, pretty much. Alright, we can take this whole corner piece here and grab it. Gonna want that just nice, or pretty nicely banked still. Oh my. Interesting. Alright, it's not too long of a ride, so... Yeah, this is just to fool everybody. We're not actually adding anything insane. We're just gonna add a bathroom. This is all just gonna be tore down afterwards, just so we could say we fooled you. Alright, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and smooth this entire little helix section. Huh. Apparently I did a good job already. I didn't really do much. I think for being a smaller ride, this is actually gonna be pretty thrilling-ish. And of course we'll smooth the turnout. Which I still want it to bank. There we go. Alright, that's good. Alright, more trees. Get those trees back in there. Because we need those back. Alright, we're in August, so the announcement's coming very, very soon. Man, I've added a lot of those same exact trees everywhere. Make it a bit more different looking. I love the music. Music just gets me, because it's just so pretty and beautiful and amazing. It just gets your heart. Alright. Do an announcement in the theater. I like it. I don't know why I wouldn't have ever thought of that, but that's actually a very awesome, funny, awesome idea. Pretty awesome idea. Okay. I knew this was gonna happen, but it's okay. 'Cause I'll just go all the way out. Alright, OBS. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. Why do we have to do this? OBS, why? OBS, why do you freak out? Why do you freak out, man? Alright, hopefully everyone is okay. It's okay. Hopefully it should be getting back online. If it's not... Alright, it looks like it's good again. I don't know what's going on. It must be on OBS's part or something. I don't know if it's YouTube on that or not, because it comes up on my screen saying OBS is disconnected, and then it reconnects like a few seconds later. So, I apologize. I don't know why that's happened. I think it's happened before in my streams, but not more than once. I don't need that. Whoa. Why not? What is obstructed here? There's nothing there. You gonna make me move my exit? Is that what this has come to? Fine. You win. I will move my exit to the other side. Alright, we're at August 15th. Okay, time to select the grid. I'm actually going to select the grid down here. And I'm not going to connect it just yet. We're going to do this and work it up there. Work it. Alright, I'll probably get rid of that bulldozer and that thing of logs. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's almost announcement day. I'm sure you guys are dying to know what's coming. Even though it's kind of obvious of maybe kind of a little bit, maybe just a little bit obvious of what's coming, but maybe just a tiny bit. I bet none of you can guess. I love how it says obstructed, but it'll let me go right through trees. What's with that? Man, I wish there was a faster way to do this, kind of. Because I'm on a smaller grid right now, so it's kind of take some time. It's August 20th. I got to finish up this section before the announcement day. Because really, stuff really starts to get in fast once you get to announcement day, because then you're like, oh my gosh, it's announcement day, and it's ridiculous. Because then you only literally have like 2 months left before it's supposed to open. Alright, we're going to go get ready over here. Alright, let me get into my first person view. There we go. Yep. Alright. We're gonna head into the theater, because I thought this was a fun idea as well. If I can get up here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, 20 we're gonna pause. Alright. I'm gonna imagine that all of you guys, the ones that are watching, you're gonna be on the chairs right here in the theater, alright? I'm gonna imagine all of you right here. You all are right there on those chairs, okay? Alright, you guys are all there. Alright, so, hello everybody. My name's Joe Wendell. I am the founder, CEO, and owner of JLW Entertainment, which is the owner of this particular park at Central Ridge. So I'm very excited to announce today, as we do every August, our new additions for the following season. So if you know our park, we have added something new to this park every single season. So I'd like to remind everyone that we do try and make sure that we try and entertain our guests to the best of our ability, and we also go off with some guest surveys to see what we can add in the park in the future. So the next 3 years are actually being planned right now as we speak.